interception. Can you just talk about the way that play changed?
Yeah, that was a 14-point turnaround. After that, I mean, that really, we kind of decided the game, and it sealed our fate, more or less. Everything started rolling downhill right after that. It was a great job of moving the ball going down there, and you have to compliment that kid. Made a great play. I mean, he bats the ball up, comes off the edge, batted it up, and then went and intercepted it. And then they just turn around and take it right back down the field and score it. So that 14-point, basically a 14-point turnaround. After that, like I said, it was really downhill.
I guess Jaquel, pretty big game for you. Just trying to get the team spark there in the first half. A couple touchdowns, a big punt return. I guess what were you just kind of feeling trying to get the team back in that game after going down 21-0?
I was just trying to get my team pumped so we can get back in the game and go down and win it.
Jordan, I was talking to my coach just about that tip pass and went for an interception. Can you just kind of say, what that did, just in the spectrum of the game, just turning the tide right there?
Yeah, we were driving, and it kind of just sucks the energy out of the offense. But I felt like we still had energy coming out to drive again after that. Just when they got that touchdown to go from 35 to 42, I felt like some guys kind of started to hang their heads. But we need to come back next week. We need to fight, and we need to get over this loss and move on from it.
Coach and Jordan, also for you, I guess, what can you kind of say about what their defense did you guys in the second half, really winning you guys, the rest of the way?
Well, they do that old radar look, and that's hard to pick up, and just giving different looks. They're a smart bunch of guys, and they can throw a lot of different stuff at you, so there's not much we could do.
And I guess, Coach, I know their defense really seemed to be keying in on your guys' play action pass too. I guess them taking that away, how much did that hurt your guys' offense?
Yeah, well, offensively, we didn't sustain a lot of things. In particular, the second half, we didn't sustain anything, really. I mean, they changed up a few things. But, again, we should have been able to adjust. And, I have to compliment, I think our offensive front did some decent things. We'll have to wait and see when we look at film. But I know P.J. Hall, he came out and ran hard, and he gave all that he had. But they're to be complimented. They're an awfully good football team. They do a great job. They do a great job on offense, and we'd, if we'd have scored 57, we'd have kept up with them.
Brandon Arias, I know you had a pretty big game there, but what can you kind of just say about how hard it was to keep their starting quarterback in the pocket when he was running around making all those plays?
Man, he's a great kid, great quarterback, great pocket awareness, and I think he had a real good knack for reading us and reading what we're doing, and the way their O-line is set up. If we come off the edge, he's stepping up. And with the running back there, if we come too far off the edge, he's handing it off. But, like Coach said, hat off to him. They played a great game, great coached.
You guys did do a pretty decent job of bottling up their starting running back.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you were able to keep Dvorak in the pocket, kind of had him a little bit off rhythm there, I guess. What can you kind of just say about the way the defensive front was getting that push, especially early in the game?
We just look at each other before we play and say, you're my brother, let's get it. And, I got to work hard, and he got to work hard, and we got to do it as a team because we can't just leave our DBs back there all day with the quarterback, playing 7-on-7. So it's kind of like a mental thing and be accountable. Can't point the finger at anybody because it starts up front, and we got to take care of what we got to take care of and get to the quarterback.
Coach, I guess, coming off that big win against CSU Pueblo on Saturday, turn around 5 days later, playing another nationally ranked team with
Right.
the national audience. What can you kind of just say about the entire scenario and, just the way the game played out?
Well, again, that was a huge win for us last week, and we didn't get time to celebrate it much because we went right back out to the field and got to work. And you've got to cram 5 days into 3, and that's what we tried to do. And I thought our kids did a good job of coming to the field and preparing. And again, you're playing an awful good football team out there. I mean, that quarterback, he's something. He reminded me a little bit of Johnny Football. He'd run around and he extend the play, and and we didn't splatter, or plaster the receivers like we should have, and they do a great job. So you have to give them credit.
I guess how much in the preseason would you say went toward game planning for this stretch of 5 days, or did you guys still kind of take a moment for your time, or was this kind of the big picture from the
Well, what we did was we took the first 5 games of the schedule and tried to do as much as we can prior to that um, in preparing for those games. And that's normally what we've always done, is take the first 5 games. And this one here, we've got a pretty good book on what these guys do. We just, we got a little bit out executed today.
What were your thoughts on the crowd tonight?
Oh, it was great.
That was around the national TV game.
Yeah. Well, the national TV game is, I'm sorry we played so poorly. That part, was not good, but my goodness, having a national TV game was huge. The crowd showed up. I mean, we actually looked, like a real school. I mean, and playing, I mean, the fans were out there, and gosh, I couldn't believe it. It's the best I've ever seen since I've been here. I know it was good to see. So, and there was a lot of excitement. I mean, there were tents out there, and like I said, it looked like football Saturday, which was awesome to see.
You had the 2 games in 5 days there, but flip side of that, now you have a little while to prepare.
Yeah, now we have an extra day, and we'll have an extra day to prep. We'll take tomorrow off, and then we'll come in and get pictures and do a Saturday morning practice, and then we have most of the day on Sunday off, and then we'll just run a little bit on Sunday and get back on our regular schedule. So we'll get 1 extra day of practice, but we'll get the guys a chance to heal up a little bit.